Hey guys, what up? Let me see. Do I not hear PoE? How are you guys doing? Ooh. We're gonna be doing some farming today. At least the game plan for today's stream would be A, we need to farm, and B, we need to get our anime guardian his new setup. His new setup is going to be really nice. It's going to be very nice DPS increase for us. The big difference is I'm going to need to switch all of these minion life nodes. Yeah, they're all going to have to switch to crit nodes, anti-crit node. So right now we don't need anti-crit because our AG kind of helps provide that. But once we make the swap, he's no longer providing any like buffer to crit, and we need to then use all our intelligence nodes for crit reduction. Now that's going to be an expensive endeavor, kind of, but I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. It also kind of means that we are going to be more, what's the word I'm looking for here? We're going to be more resilient to crits, so to say. And what do I mean by this? In the current state of my character, an area around the AG doesn't do crits, correct? So like, let's say it's one screen wide. So like I convocate him, let's say it's this wide. Anything beyond this will crit and could potentially kill me simply because I wasn't prepared for a crit, right? But by getting to an 80%, 70, whatever percent reduced damage from crits, what's gonna happen is I'm going to get more stable damage all across the board, no matter how far away they are. And it should just feel better for my character, feel more uniform. Now it's gonna be obviously worse for my minions because they are going to be eating the full crits, but it's a sacrifice they're willing to take on my behalf, so I salute them for it. I've been tweaking. The reason why I stream late, well, firstly was I was a bit tired, but secondly was just I've been tweaking the POB just to see, just playing around with what I can get away with and what I can't. Looking at different configurations, you know, going for max res here, going for minion damage here, or not minion damage, the life nodes here. So like I've been playing around with different settings, so to say. I haven't decided on anything that works yet, but I think for now I'm playing around with like something like this. In any case, it's a good problem to have where there are 3 points that you can kind of just do whatever with. Because I could also kind of put it here. I could put it here and go for like DPS. Survivability kind of increases, but DPS goes up by a lot. I could potentially look to put it into crits. That is also a big DPS increase. I'd have to like save this points off of it, but you know, minor problem right there. I could, if I just wanted minions or release, I guess I could do this, but that's not what I'm gonna do. And then there was the one you saw earlier, which was max res. But between max res and between max res and just having pure life, I don't know which I would prefer. I honestly think I might prefer max life, and the reason I say this is I want to have enough life to where I can use immortal call, and immortal call is reliable, if that makes sense. But Thank you. I want Immortal Call being reliable. And in its current implementation, I don't have enough pure life to make Immortal Call as good as it could be on this character. But that being said, I'm not using, what's the name of the other node again? I am no longer using Enduring Composure, which means this version is going to be more prone to endurance charges falling off. My current version pretty much would always have endurance charges. Always, but this one cannot even use Immortal Call because it doesn't use Enduring Composure. So that's something I need to keep in mind. I would like to use Immortal Call, but I don't think this version can. If I wanted to do that, I would have to fit in the Megalomaniac that would have Life from Death and Enduring Composure, right? And to do that, I would have to find some other spot for Forbidden Flame, for the Forbidden Flame, and there just isn't any spots open. Like, it's like I've actually thought about this because I want to have a block node here even right now, try to get my block chance as high as I can, because I want it higher than it currently is. It's just not possible, because if I were to do that, that would put a gem that I need to work with. I'm not dropping my Watcher's Eye because I'm not dropping it. It's my source of phasing and just, you know, plus max res. I could go phasing and PDR, whatever I choose to. Either way, this would help. Is there any block nodes for Watcher's Eye? Like block chance with, where is it? With determination or something? There is. I could do that. Instead of 1% max res, I just give up a 1% max res and then go block chance. Get this, because that would then be, because what I would then do is I would lose that problem. I would then have to switch out one of these guys. Most likely, if I had to select anyone that would go, it would be the Forest Warrior. But I've taken enough hits to my movement speed to where I don't want to drop any more movement speed on this character. Because in theory, I could get Guardian Turtle, get Determination, get Block Chance. One other thing is with the Determination and the Turtle, I would not want a situation where I can run out and then the Block Chance doesn't apply. I also need to make sure the Block Chance is even worth it, to be honest. You can get up to, what, 8% Block Chance? 8% chance to block, that puts me at 67, which isn't bad. That is not bad. I'll think about it. Anyways, without further ado, I think we just sent some maps. We have 19 div to our name. We have some stack decks that we can sell, and we still have some currency we can liquidate. I just haven't liquidated all that I can. I just liquidated some just so I could fit this, because this was like 35 divines, insanely expensive for early weakness Gravebinds. But thanks to this Gravebinds, that is where that extra DPS is coming from, because Explode Chest is gonna have early weakness coming from the gloves because of +1 curse chests. We're going to have perfect scorch boots, so these two sources are going to increase elemental damage enemies take by quite a bit. And yeah, basically this version is going to have much higher DPS, but it's going to be worse at running T17s because it can no longer, it doesn't have the reduced action speed. Like the action speed cannot be reduced for nearby allies. So now we're prone to like petrification statues and whatnot. We are more prone to crits because our minions can get crits. And just overall stuff like that. So I also need to make sure that I do everything I can to keep my AG alive, and that includes upgrading this Empower. Getting +1 level should give my AG a decent amount of more health. My AG is currently 2020. No, that's not possible. How dare I? 2020 AG. Where are my 2120s? Is my only 2120 gem? Is my only 2120 gem the one that my chains of command is using? That's unfortunate. But yeah, you get that Empower. AG should be significantly more tanky with 2 extra levels. Do you know how many AG gems I corrupted to get that 120? I got so unlucky on that. Like, it's wild how unlucky I got. I think I did over, what was that? 3 sets. It was like on like the 3rd set I got my first 2120. Like, I'm not even joking. I wish I was. But that's how unlucky we got. Anyways, he's one level tankier, I guess. I also need to upgrade my implicits. I would like to get this buff effect to the highest level, but that's going to be expensive. I would also like +2 to max res. And there is a universe instead of that. I just go for aura effect. That way I get better effects coming from haste and purity of elements, as well as precision, you know. So I'm also considering that, but I think I just like the defensive bonuses, that is all max res, because this also affects chaos res, which you don't get many sources of max chaos res, you know. So even though our chaos res is kind of on the lower side once this is down. I think I just actually do this one ironically. I don't need this unless it's single target. Yeah, this is probably what I do. Okay. What else am I thinking? Let's start. I think we just start crafting. And how much is it? An orb of dominance. About 4 divines. That's not as bad as I thought. So we're going to just farm up so we can get some gold. I don't take from King's March because my King's March is kind of low. For context as to what strat we're currently running, we are doing some stack deck farming. And so far, I mean, so far so good. I think I'm making good profit from it. It's been a nice change of pace, and overall I just like the idea, so I'm not even bothered about the profits too much. Like, all of this is just unnecessary, like, clearing that would not be a problem once we get an actual, like, proper explode situation going on here. Because right now, like, you're seeing the explosions here. I need to liquidate my decks. Too lazy. You're too lazy to liquidate your stack decks. Don't you just, like, walk on over to Faustus hits like 2 buttons and it's gone. Isn't that all it takes? You've never seen a trade player hitting trade so much more than me. Lol. My guy must really detest trade. Have you finally gotten around to selling the Nimbus you dropped? One day I'm gonna log into SSF and never. Yeah, but that day is not today. Go sell. Go sell your shit. Oh, god damn, that's a lot of stock decks. Where is he? It's dropping 40 every day. Go sell it. Like, it's like literally just list it. Just list it and see what you get. It's better to list it for more expensive than it is and it doesn't sell than to not list it at all. Because the moment they whisper you for it, you're actually going to accept the trade and just trade. So go list it now. Look at all these swords trying to fit into the narrow hallways that is toxic sewers. Does map strat for 100 maps, doesn't liquidate repeat. Basically, my guy, that's what you've been doing. I mean, I know I am also bad. Like I do the exact same thing, but like I liquidate ish. Like today, I found out I had a diff card that was 10 divines. I was like, okay, and I just sold it. Like it's part of why I was able to afford the gravebind. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to liquidate. I spent some time liquidating. Ooh. What did we buy? I'm not even sure what I bought. Look at how they just turn into dust. At what cost would you say imbued harvests are worth paying to get into? Like price of scarab wise? I'll have to see the price. What's the current divine price for Golem Commander. I would say, what's the current divine price of yellow juice? That is what it would come down to. And again, if you're talking about in the general sense, in different leagues, then I'd say like the most expensive juice, because imbued scarabs are, I guess, their strength is just tunnel vision on one juice and getting only that one juice. With current divine prices or yellow juice prices being at like 3k, Jesus Christ, don't tell me it's going to hit the 2000s. No way, right? It already hit the 2000s? Holy shit. Maybe I just farmed T17s for harvest. I don't know. This is looking interesting. Looking very interesting. Because what is this? This is profits. But then again, I should honestly just check the price of Awakening Scarab. It's two per. Yikes. This is 4 per now. Holy shit. Okay. At 2 divines a map plus per Awakening Scarab to profit off of yellow juice, I would say let me just stare at my harvest sheet for a bit. T17 harvest, Awakening Scarab. I guess this is T16 results. I'm just going to, I think in general when I do 20 maps of Awakening Scarabs, I end up with like 100 and something K, 140 something K yellow juice, something like that. This was when I'm looking at is 141K, but this was in T16s. T17s, that could be higher, that could be less. Probably it will probably be higher. So if you're getting like 150, let's say on average you get 150K yellow juice in 20 maps from this, that would be 150K divided by 20. That's about 7,500 average per map, which I would say is honestly kind of accurate. Maybe on T17s it'll be slightly higher than this, 8K. This means that with the current market price of like 2,800, this is 2 point something divine, so it's slightly profitable with just the yellow juice. Now granted, with this level of yellow juice, you're not going to be getting too much of blue or purple, but here and there you will get some. So like average, I think you will be making decent money. I think you're making decent money back with current prices. So yeah, I'll say it's a good time to do. It's a good time to do harvests. Though those scarab prices are yikes. I've been saying I wanted to do more T17 farming, so this might be what I end up doing for T17s. I said that the last time, but then I kind of lost interest in doing T17s. Once we hit, like, I think 50K gold is fine. One thing I like about this build, for the most part, there aren't too many bricks when it comes to altars. Minus Speedia will probably get me killed here and there, but other than that, the others I can work with. Minus recovery rates is fine. Like, we already leech enough. We have instant leech. On top of instant leech, we have access to our Vow skill, so we don't have to worry too much about the reduced mana. We have Vow skill, so we don't really spend mana once. Like if we were to get that, that's what I'll just start. That's what I typically start doing. So yeah, it's only minus PDR that is more of a pain that I would not like to deal with. And even then I can still deal with it. I just would rather not. So for the most part, like right now, I'm not even looking at the mods. I just look, oh, is the alternative good? If it is, then, you know, I take the alternative, but otherwise I just pick the quant. Monsters take reduced damage. There's a Solita mob there. That's fun. Helping me AFK Sims on my PC. Lol. How does someone help you AFK any sort of strat? Isn't the whole point for you to be completely AFK? Or do you mean like with the changing waves and everything? I can't pick that. With waves, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that how what you do when to play PoE slash you want to play? Because like you could just, you know, not AFK, you know. That's always an option. You know, as mind-blowing as it sounds, you could choose to play the game. I'm joking. Oh god, Soul Eater. Is there a regen? This thing is going to be the end of me, is it not? I'm just going, it has regens. I'm just, because of the thing is, I'm going to put Frost Bomb on it. There we go. Fun stuff. What the hell just chunked me? Why is there something chunking me once the thing is done? Ow.
I need more mana.
I can tell I took minus PDR on the as an altar node because things are hurting. Things are actually starting to hurt. You're not one-shotting me, but like I can see, and I think I might have taken less recovery rates, which is why my health is taking as long as it is to regen when I have this many minions. Ow. Ow. No. There it is. Minus PDR is right there. And then reduce recovery rate. Yep, they're all there. It's exactly like I said. Bruh. And you know the funny thing? I'm not entirely sure it was a mob that did it. I think it was just the affliction altar striking me. I genuinely think that was what happened. Like, it could have been obviously something else, like a chaos dots mob or something, but I think it was the altar. I think it was this guy. And just when I was about to pick the abyss, it's not like it's, if I died and there was a mage blood in there, you know, that'd be a different thing entirely, but like, it's a freaking abysses I'm probably gonna get. Why is my life looking so scary? Jeez. You don't need to die. Like, the density in here is kind of wild. Like, it feels like they're not dying, but they are. Like, waves of them are dying. I guess that's just ritual with this strats. Like, jeez. It is so packed. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try strat. I'm just not sure what it's going to be. I can definitely see feel myself churning from the league. Like, I can tell my days left playing PoE are numbered, at least this league. Obviously not permanently, obviously, but like this league, I don't know how many more weeks I have, but we'll see. You know, I have no idea when I'm actually going to even get the Diablo expansion, to be honest, because I haven't felt motivated to get it. I'll get it because I don't think I have much of a choice. It's going to be a big ARPG moment or whatever. But like, I'm not excited for it. I'll give you an example. If PoE 2 and Diablo were to switch places, like just switch, and I had to pick one or the other, and I had to pay for PoE 2 and default expansion was free, I would have bought PoE 2 like last year, and default expansion, I wouldn't be sure if I'm even checking it out or not. I mean, I would most likely. I have no idea how long I would play it, but you know, stuff like that. When is Diablo expansion out? That would be October 4? October 4, I think. Sometime in October. Early October. Okay, we have 67k gold. I think we have enough to craft our... We have enough money to craft. We have 23 divines. Well, I don't want to sell my stack decks unless I absolutely need to. Simply because I want to see just how many stack decks we get by the end of the 20 map run. But yeah. We have an additional cursed chess piece, I think. Where is it? Here. I don't particularly want to use this, because if I use this, I would have to get an armor base for I'd have to get an armor base for explode, and that seems like a worse idea. So no. PoE dot sale. And then we're going to look for high level 85, I believe, right? Craft of Exile. Body armor, strength, influence, crusader, explode 85. Yes. High level 85. No armor. 1 evasion, crusader, influence, maximum 1 influence, and corrupted, no, mirrored, no. I don't care about anything else. And of course, the most important thing, it has to be body armor. Okay, I do care about something else. All right. So we just need to buy something here. Hopefully someone responds. How are you not online? Why are you showing on my screen then? Like, why are you on my screen? Who is this? 10C. Need to drink some water. And see. Thank you. Then a second. All right. Okay. How about base E? We'll worry about base B later. For now, it is time to get to clicking, I guess. It is time to get to clicking. So Reforge Fizz. It already has an explode mod on it. It's not a good one, but it's a mod. You know what honestly be perfect for this? If we're able to get spell suppress on the, that's 17%. Spell suppress or face damage shaking as. Oh shit! That's a level of T1. I'm just like, do I even need to elevate you? God damn. Now that's nasty. Does AG of Smiting give the smite buff? No, he does not. It is, he uses Smite of Divine Judgment, which does not have a buff. Prefixes cannot be changed. way. Frag. Let's do some more shabby.
Behold,
The first daughter of Ray class. The amount of times I've heard this league. I don't think I've fought Oshabi quite as many times as I did this league, you know. I have fought her a significant number of times.
why fight progress?
You know, when I heard that sound in my head, I'm like, oh shit, did I drop anything out of the ordinary? This is what I was expecting. Is it that expensive?
Behold, the first daughter of Rayclast. Why fight progress?
Because progress is owing me loot. That's why. I need progress to give me my money.
Behold, the first daughter of Rayclast.
Yeah. I heard it the first Lord knows how many times.
The one with the life force. Unnatural.
Okay, I'm fine with that. What is this? Abhorrent, yada yada. Done both of these, they shall give me dust. Okay, cool. Am I the only one that doesn't like that I can't just use control to move all of these into here without making them stack? I don't like that. Anyways, influence. Prefixes can't be changed, reforge, influence, then orb of dominance. Yeah, of the crusade. And then I have divines. I just want dominance. It's time to pray. Hopefully we get it. And that's what we're talking about. First try, let's go. Beautiful. Next it's time for the curse chess piece. For this guy, we're going for a royal plate. And it's going to be the exact opposite. 0, 0. Well, none of these matters. It's a royal plate. And has hunter influence. Base percentile has to be on the higher side. Actually, does it matter? Josh from IT. That's an interesting username. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so you attacks have plus to crit chance. That's it. That is such a good mod for AG of smiting. If I remember correctly, we are just reforging Asta. Where's Hunter Influence? Yeah, reforge Casta. Until we get what we want. First try. And now we just go Orb of Awakening, donor based into the base we want. So this would then be Awakener's Orb. I just want one. Would I pay 6 divines for this? That seems like such an overprice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch chaoses. $820 is how many divines? Almost 6 divines. It's just as bad. If I had to go for 688, we can see if anyone would budge, and if not, then we just buy it for, I guess, the divine value. But yeah, I'll give this a second. Once I get this, the goal would just be put that. Click this, that would put explode as well as curse on the same base, being a royal plate. Then I can work on my suffixes and give my AG. Well, I'm not gonna just straight up give him. I'm gonna quality this up because I imagine the quality will stay. If it doesn't, I mean, that's also fine. I don't care too much. But yeah, that plus this. The only thing that's missing. There we go. Beautiful. Donor base I want. Yeah. And now I just reforge physical. Is there any? I would like to ideally get face damage taken as lightning as the third prefix. Either I go for that or I go for increased life, but I honestly think face damage taken as, and the hunter, keep in mind the hunter and the crusader parts all have face damage taken as, so if either of them hits, that's fine with me. So we just go prefixes cannot be changed. Reforge physical. And in all likelihood, we're going to reforge physical twice. And then I get reflect. Like y'all are taunting me. But okay. Prefixes cannot be changed. Reforge physical to get PDR. Ooh, 7% PDR, I'll take it. Next I will be going, I could go spell surprise, but it's only 10% chance. I'm not using any of our sources. It wouldn't make sense to. Regen, yes, Wily rare, unique. Meh. If I had to choose, I would just go for Chaos Res. That's the only thing here that makes sense. So go fire Chaos Res. It's 20% quality. Yeah. And then for the last mod, we just exalt. 11% fire res. Meh, who cares? Maybe I should instead switch this to like code and fire res. Could do that. So basically what we're gonna do here, let's do it. Fuck it. The main reason for this is he's gonna be overcapped on all res, so it doesn't matter. But because we're getting some fire res, if for any reason, like we want to have the chaos res just in case, like he is gonna be capped, but just in case, let's just give him more chaos res. It's the only thing that matters. And we're just using, instead of going fire, going cold, because there's already fire res on here technically. So but yeah, we're going to control C this. We're going to go into PoB, because I this is one thing I've been doing lately, just so I can have my own chess piece in there. And I'm going to go into val AW my character. We're going to paste it, Control V, add, and then we're going to go into AG. And we're going to just put the royal plate in there. This way I have a record of my current AG's chess piece that I can always access. Okay. And then the boots would be this one. I believe it has 49% increased effect of Scorch. It has 40% chance to explode. Yeah. Helmet stays the same, weapon stays the same. We're just replacing these three. This was a very, very lucky crafting session. Like, can I just say how insanely lucky that was? Y'all remember the last time I tried to get T1 explode, right? It did not turn out this good. Yeah, no shit. Do we just divine until we get 35%? It's 34 and 12. But hey, if we went all that way, we might as well go for a 35. And we still got 12% AoE. One divine. I love RNG, man. I said I've actually hit RNG. God damn. I just love today's RNG. Like it wants me to craft. Okay, so these are the three things we're going to give our AG. We're just going to, well, Garb of the Ephemeral. It's been nice having you. You know, we've had lots of good moments together through all the T17s we've run so far. But alas, all good things must come to an end. And this is one of those good things. So, you know, sayonara. I say sayonara and then proceed to do all these other things. Grave binds equipped. Legacy of Fury. Fuck. I should have qualityed it. Then again, it was corrupted. I mean, I could have qualityed it. I should have qualityed, but oh well. You would think I would start with the cheapest one and then work my way up, but Legacy of Fury, Europe. Explode chests, Europe. It's been fun, Ephemeral's garb. But alas, it's not you, it's not me, it's you. I needed more coming from there. It is what it is. Actually, it's not you, it's actually the gloves. They just weren't good enough for explosions, but it is what it is. It's fine. No hard feelings. I want to get something here. I don't remember what I wanted to get. I wanted to get something. Oh yeah, I remember now. Tattoos. Turrets, Rongokuri, turtle. It's this expensive. Yowzas. How many tattoos can I use? Let me actually count them. Our intelligence is 228. Are we getting int from anywhere? Do we get int anywhere? No, right? Because I don't think we are. Okay. If the answer is no, then we have 228. We need 160. Or I guess 159 int. As shown by this guy, 159. That is how much int we need for that. So we can only do down to 160. So 170, 180, 190, 200. So that's 6 tattoos on top of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tattoos. So that would be 13 tattoos. And that puts me at like 60% chance to 60% reduce bonus damage from crits. Right? 6 plus 7. Yeah. There's not that tattoo I'm forgetting, right? Yeah. Looks about right. Looks about right. Okay. So we're going to get 13 of these. I'm going to do the math for 72. 936. So what we're going to do instead, by the way, this is a dangerous thing to have. I should have removed that since. But anyways, we're going to put divine orbs here. We're going to sell like 1 or 2. 155. So there's 308. Should have gone 306. Doesn't matter though. Rengoku right, turtle, and then it's still 13 for 936. We just need to wait for this. Shouldn't be too long. And then once all of that is done, I want to get this in before I start mapping. Yeah, I want to get this in before I start mapping. There is nowhere I don't have. Oh shit, I don't have the chaos orbs needed. I guess I just sell more divines. $155. $464. 463. No, it's 465 rather. So 462, and that is the magic number I need. Okay, cool. Rongo Kurai, Turtle, 936, 13. Okay, we're broke. But we got stuff. I probably want to get a source of int just somewhere. Maybe just craft int here or something like that. Just so I can get to more, like, so I can get more anti-crits, basically. Because, like, on this POB, if I could give up any one suffix. Be fair, this POB is not let's say the most fine-tuned. Because it's overcapped on strength, it's overcapped on dex. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Copy the unset ring. Paste. This one will not have strength, but to have int instead. And then we'll just use the new ring. Now, with this POB, I think we're getting to how much reduced damage from crits. 60%. With that newfound spot for intelligence, we can then go more turtles. What if I just did this as well? That's a decent spot for 3 points. And this suddenly loses the need for 4 tattoos. And turtle. More turtle. $95. And I guess we just take one more node to round it out. Yeah. 100% anti-crit. I could maybe lose 3 more ints and still be fine on mana. But this is like the cap with T1 intelligence. Well, this is not T1 intelligence, so this T2 intelligence. But yeah. Okay. Let's try our first map with this new setup. We have no resistance to crits. So it could be dicey. But I don't think this is a crit map. And if it is, well, I played myself. It's not a crit map, but it's an early res map, which is a map that this new setup should thrive in. Why is here so dark? Oh, do they have blind on it? Am I bugging?
Life is short.
Okay, I can see the explosions. I'm like, why don't I see the explosions? Like, I was not seeing explosions. Because, like, typically when, like, on my other build, when my AG starts exploding, I see, like, I just start seeing pops. You know? But I think it's just a difference in visual clarity. On the other build, I don't have this many minions on my screen, so there's also that. But yeah, I think I feel the increase in wave clear. Not even I think, it's there. Especially considering this is a very defensive map. But like, am I the one that I feel like it was exploding more on the other build? Do they have PDR or something? Is that it? Or is this counted as a spell? Maybe it's counted like a spell. I don't know. I don't have the answers here.
I need more mana.
You know, part of what it could also be, do they have ES? Not that I can see. But it could be a case of, because I convert it on the other build to, like, I convert all my minions phase damage to chaos damage, the explosions become chaos damage, and maybe they just do more damage. You know what it is? That's it. It's the weapon, I think. It could be, it could not be. But I think my AG just has more damage thanks to that weapon that my other character has, so his explosions are more potent. Because at the end of the day, they will cause poison, and that would cause the extras to die as well. So maybe that's part of the reason. Maybe that's part of the reason. Maybe it was just stronger on the setup, and I didn't even realize that the setup specifically. So will you just avoid crit maps now? Ideally no. If you're talking about like T17s, the idea would be, well, they're going to be, my minions would be taking crits, but if they spend less time fighting, like, you know, all these other things, then it shouldn't be as much of an issue. Because with Explode, they should have better wave clear, so they should have to deal with like less mobs. But yeah, crit maps are going to be more dicey simply because of the fact that the swords have to live through the crits. Oh yeah, I can actually feel the increase in explosions. Not quite like the other build, but it's potent. Potent enough, at least. Plus, with this version, we're able to get to numbers, like DPS numbers that are much higher than we could before. Because this version is able to use elemental weakness on the gloves, as well as being able to use elemental weakness on the gloves, as well as scorch boots. So the enemy's res is as low as it's ever been. And because of this, we just have a lot more damage, single target at least. So the idea would be in a crit T17 is we do a significant amount of more damage than we did before. So in the ideal universe, at least, the thing will be dead before it can really use the crit to make my life difficult. That said, it is very easy for it to make my life difficult with crit, so I wouldn't hold my breath. This place could kill me, so I need to be careful. Anything decent? Profane wand. This is a decent synthesis implicit, but is it worth it? I have no idea. I'll just take it though. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. We're going to be kind of worse at clearing T17s, or we're going to be able to handle like slightly different mobs or mods. Was that just an unlucky map, or what's going on there? Not the most I've gotten in terms of in the way of stack decks, just 49. Definitely unlucky. I'll put this up for a divine. If it doesn't sell, I'll take, like, everything that's up for a divine, I'll probably end up just disenchanting at some point if it doesn't sell. Should we test a T17? We could. Ideally, we're going to use a map that has more currency, but I'm not going to force it. This is fine. Less cooldown is whatever, but this is fine. Is that fizz damage as extra elemental? That is going to be very dicey. Very dicey indeed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bench this. Then we're just going to send it. Hopefully we don't get goats. If we get goats, if we get goats, and that fizz damage taken as is going to be very dicey. But yeah, this is kind of what T17s with the new setup should look like, to where things just die. So we should meet less friction, and because we're meeting less friction, we should in theory be able to handle most things that are shot at us. Now if we get crits and we get certain mobs like those guys that have, if we get crit and we get those, you know, the ball lightning monsters, then, you know, that's gonna be an issue. But Can I just say that the reason I hate cooldown recovery maps is it throws off my entire flow completely. There I went in thinking I could convocate, but then convocate just never turned up. Why? Because of this fucker right here. That is the single reason I hate cooldown recovery maps. It is very annoying that happens. I'm like, convocate, 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 convo fucking gate. But like, before I died, I realized what was going on. I'm pinned. Like now I'm trying to use convocation. It's just not doing anything. So yeah, fun stuff. Oh god. Do I have to deal with Katarina inside Ritual? No, right? We just skipped her children phase, which is really nice. Can I just say?
Your soul burns for me. Give your soul to me. Kulamak, arise, my children. Feed.
Okay, she...
Give your soul to me. Kulamak, arise, my children.
You're dead. But yeah, we have DPS. What is this ping? What is happening here? Bruh, are you seeing this? I wish I could see the actual numbers, but thanks to 200. This has to be in the thousands then. Bruh. 400. Bruh. Stream dropped for a second. Oh, the fun stuff. Oh. OBS looks like it's fine now. I hope it actually stays that way. Yeah, it's PoE is having a rough time. PoE is having a rough time. Look at this. Look at that. $2,000, $3,000. Yeah, OBS is also having a rough time. Yeah, it's red. Jeez, that's fun. Oh my lord. We can't even test this properly at this point.